Jaxon Johnson from Betsy Lane High School. Jaxon is a young player with great size at his position, confidence as a shooter, and a lot of room to continue developing over the next several years. He's already shown some impressive efficiency. Uh, 48%, 46% from the field, 44% from three, and an outstanding 94% from the free throw line. But tonight just isn't about numbers. I want people to know more about Jaxon, his mindset, his development, his goals, and where he wants to take his game. Jaxon, man, welcome to the Pure Prospects podcast. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's an honor to be on here. Yeah, I've been excited.
Yeah, man, been trying to get you on, trying to get everybody on. I've been sick for a couple days, finally on the mend. So I was
Yeah,
like,
me
why,
too.
why not get it in?
It's an allergy season, man.
I don't know if it was allergies. I was in the bed for like 2 days, like no
Yeah,
joke.
well,
Thought I was gonna die, but
oh,
let's
bummer.
start away from ball, man. For somebody who's watching you doesn't know who you yet, who is Jaxon Johnson?
I'm just a kid that's trying to push myself to become better every day, man. It's a constant grind for me. Since season ended last year, man, I've been at it nonstop. Basketball is pretty much the whole center of my life. I mean, I live a pretty simple life. I don't do much outside of the sport. I mean, I play baseball, but it's nowhere near as important to me as this game is.
So when did you first fall in love with basketball?
I was about. I mean, I've loved the sport my whole life, but it wasn't until about seventh grade that I really started to push myself to become better. And growing a whole foot over the summer kind of helped too. So, yeah,
You grew 12 inches in one summer.
it was a lot. I don't know if it was a whole foot, but I grew from being one of the shortest kids on the court to being the tallest kid on the court in 1 year. It was crazy, man. I grew a lot from my sixth to seventh grade year.
So at what point did you realize that I want to see how far I can take this?
It was, yeah, right about that seventh grade year. That summer is when I really started to put all the work in. Uh, we played a little bit of summer ball before that year, and I was noticing that I was really starting to score the ball well and really playing well for the first time in my life. And that's when I kind of realized that this is what I wanted to pursue and what I wanted to be. So,
Who's
yeah,
had the biggest influence on your basketball career so far?
my parents, my dad has coached me through a lot, and my pap already, who's in the live right now, he's pushed me a lot throughout my life. Those have been the main two guys overall. Is yeah, my papaw and my father. They've always been really my main motivators.
So what's it mean to you to have like family behind you supporting your goals, trying to push you to be your best?
I mean, it feels great. I mean, there's always criticism, but that just comes with it, and it's always helping me to grow. And I know that no matter what I go through, no matter how hard it may seem or anything like that, I'm confident that they'll continue to push me to be the best version of myself, whether it's in basketball or in life. I know they will.
Yeah, man. There's a point in your life where you have to take constructive criticism, and if you can't do that, man, you're never going to get better at anything in your life. You're going to stay at the same level. And for those people that can give you constructive criticism, and they want the best for you. So, man, it seems hard sometimes, but I promise they want the best for you. Yeah. So,
And
was there a player you were watching growing up that you tried to like take pieces of their game and add them to yours?
I mean, yeah, there was a few. There was a few, not just big professional basketball players or anything like that, but I watched a few high school players growing up. I watched Chris Spriggs. He played at Floyd Central when I was still up there. He was a really good basketball player. He always had a really deep bag, and watching him play always motivated me to become a better passer and stuff like that. Let's see who else. Cameron Pente. I watched him play. He graduated a few years back from Betsy Lane. He was a stud, man. He really was. He was short, like he wasn't very tall. He's like 5'8", 5'9", but he was a stud. When I was at Floyd Central, he
He
played
could
against
stroke it.
us. He had like 35, something like that. He was good, man. He really was. He was good.
I remember the first time I seen Chris Spriggs play. I had an open run gym at Lexington. I think it was like 2 years ago. Was really impressed with, like I said, how he made reads. He made great passes, and Cameron Pente, man, could light it up.
Yeah,
Like I
man,
worked
he's
for D
hot.
and D for a few months, man. Like Cameron Pente, number 0, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was
Yeah,
his number.
yeah, he could light it up. And there was another guard in their backcourt. He could light it up as well. I can't remember his name.
Braden
Both
Hall.
of not wasn't Braden Hall. He could play well too, but there was
Mm.
another one. I can't remember his name. They were in the same class. I know. I think he went on to play college ball as well. But
I know
yeah,
his
man,
name.
they could. I mean, light it up.
I know who you're talking about, but I played pickup with him. I don't know why I can't get his name out right now, but he's good. He was good.
So, what does representing Betsy Lane mean to you?
I mean, it means everything, man. Ever since I've moved up here, it's really became just a big brotherhood for me and like a family. It feels like everybody has treated me with such kindness, and I've just wanted to express that to everybody else around me as much as possible. It's really been like a family since I moved up there, man. It means everything to me. I want to be able to represent my school in the best way possible and make us all look good.
You're only in the 2029 class. You have a lot of basketball ahead of you. Where have you seen the most improvement or the biggest improvement in your game over the last year?
In the last year, I'd say my biggest improvement has probably been my driving ability. Like from the start of my freshman year to the end of my freshman year, and right now, uh, I wasn't a very big slasher or anything like that when I first started playing varsity ball. I was just a shooter. They'd throw it to me, I'd catch it, and I'd shoot it. But as time went on, I've started to develop a quick first step, stuff like that. I've worked at it. I've worked at it, and it's starting to come. And being able to make these reads and being able to get in there and finish through contact has been a very big helper and provider for a lot of my points. So
You're 6'3". You have great size. For your position as a guard. How do you think that size helps you on both ends of the floor?
it helps me well, man. There's been obviously it helps on offense. It really does just being able to finish up over people and stuff like that. But on defense, where I have a little bit more length and stuff like that against the offense, it's helped me a lot. I've had a lot of chase down blocks just based on me speeding up and catching up to him where I'm long and lanky a little bit.
What do you consider the strongest part of your game right now?
Shooting by a landslide. It's my 3 point shooting ability and stuff like that has always been a very big part of my game since day one.
Have you always been a good shooter?
Yeah, I feel like I have. It's always been the main thing I've worked at, and I mean, obviously, I've targeted different areas too. But it just feels like throughout my entire career, I've never, I've never not got the shots up. Like I've always worked at my shot. I've always tried to tweak it and perfect it in every way possible. Get it to the highest level, stuff like that.
Yeah, you're shooting a three at 44%, 94% at the line. Do you credit being that efficient to like shot selection, or is it mostly catch and shoot? Like, why is your numbers so high?
I feel like it's shot selection. I'm shooting a lot of threes per game. I really am. I'm shooting a lot of threes. But at the same time, I'm not trying to force anything. If I see my shot, I'll take it. But if there's a defender just obviously on me, I will swing it. Uh, but yeah, man, it's always been like that for me. I feel like if I take the right shots, I can make them at a much higher clip than I can if I'm just forcing it.
So, what's the biggest weakness you're attacking in the gym right now?
Probably ball handling. I mean, I'm not a terrible ball handler. I know that, but I'd say out of everything in my skill set, the thing that I would like to improve the most is definitely my ball handling. I feel like if I can get up and run the offense and try to set my teammates up a little bit more, I could provide a lot more for my team than what I'm doing right now.
Absolutely. When nobody is watching and you're getting to work in the gym, what's a typical workout look like for you?
Well, first of all, it starts off with we get there, I get stretched out, and I'll shoot a couple form shots. I'll scoot back, shoot some mid range. I'll work my way out shooting. I'll start really close, and then I'll slowly work my way out to the 3 point line. And then when I'm fully warmed up, we'll get in to some ball handling drills and stuff like that. We've done a lot of that this summer, just trying to get my ball handling where it needs to be. And I've shot a lot of mid range jump shots this summer too, because that's been a big area of my game I'd like to improve also. And I've got my threes up. We uh we set up like little cones or chairs or anything like that, acting like I'm coming off a screen and just pulling it or catching it and pump faking one dribble into a pull up jump shot and stuff like that.
Yeah, man, it kills me when I go to the gym and I watch kids warming up from the 3 point line. And my dad was a coach and I was growing up, and he's like, "You start at the block, you build your confidence, and you go out."
Yeah, I don't see
Like
how people do that. Like when I first
I
get to the
don't,
gym, I can't. Like if I shoot my first shot's a three, I'm gonna airball it, man. It's always been like that for me. I have to start close, or I won't be able to shoot as good as I usually can.
I don't know if it's depth perception or just gaining the confidence of watching the ball go in, but
Yeah,
always when I was playing, like I always had to start at the go and then go back.
yeah,
Or at the free throw line. I do that as well. Like always
yeah,
try to get my mechanics down.
yeah. Another thing I
Um
forgot to mention: we shoot a lot of free throws. Like we really do. Like in between my little sets I do of workouts, we'll sit and shoot like 25 free throws or anything like that in between, just trying to get those reps up too. It's like a little rest.
when did you first realize shooting would be your biggest weapon?
I'd say around sixth grade. That's when I really started to realize I was a good shooter. It I wasn't as good. I wasn't as high level in sixth grade as I am today. Like I wasn't competing at as high as a level, but that's just because I hadn't put the work in. But one thing that I know I could do was catch the ball and shoot it. Like that's always been a thing for me, and it's always been a thing I worked at. It's always converted.
Is there a certain spot on the floor like where like when you catch it, you immediately feel like it's going in?
I'd say either corner, man. Either corner. If I get a catch and shoot three from either corner, I feel like it's going in. I've always been really confident. It feels like when I was a little kid, shooting from the corner was scary because I was afraid I was going to hit the side of the backboard or air ball or something like that. But it's always just been the most comfortable shot for me since then.
So defenses usually, start running shooters off that 3 point line. How much are you working to attack the closeouts, getting downhill and finishing?
I'm working a lot on that. As I said earlier, coming off those picks and stuff like that, we do that a lot. But at the same time, I'll step into stuff and I'll do like little blow bys and stuff like that, and into finishes or into pull up jump shots, anything like that. So yeah, I've been working at that too.
You just see yourself as a shooter, a scorer, or ultimately a complete guard who can do a little bit of everything right now?
As of now, I would like to say a complete guard, but as of now, I'm gonna say a shooter. I know that I'm capable of reaching those areas, but I want to be able to work a little bit more and really be able to prove myself on the court rather than just say it in words. So yeah,
Much respect to that. What do you want college coaches to eventually see when they watch your film?
I want them to say that I'm more than just a shooter. It feels like a lot of sport commentators and stuff like that. I've rewatched my games and I've heard them say a lot, like I'll score the basketball or I'll make a good pass or something like that, and they'll say he's more than just a shooter because it's always just been a stereotype with me for a while. And if there's anything I want to know, I want a college coach to know it's that I'm more than just a one trick pony. I want to become a good passer. I want to be able to set my teammates up. I want to be able to make my team better because it's not just me that's good on my team. I know we have a few good players. We really do. And I'd really like to become that and let them know that I am that.
So as you continue developing, we've been talking about it. How important is it improving your ability to create for those teammates you're talking about?
It's always been very important to me. It feels like whenever I can get my teammates going and into the game, I can make myself better too. Because all of my best games, it feels like, is whenever I'm just playing at a controlled pace and making the right plays or anything like that. It feels like I can always get going myself whenever I get my teammates going. Also, it's a and not only does it do that, it makes us better as a whole too. I'm not going to win games by myself. Another player on my team isn't going to win games by themselves. We need to win as a whole this year, especially where we're all so young and stuff like that. I feel like we really need to develop as a whole rather than just playing solo and iso ball.
What have you learned about reading defenses instead of just this deciding you're going to do before before the possession even begins?
Wait, repeat that for me.
Like, what have you learned about reading the defense instead of deciding what you're going to do before the possession even develops?
I've learned that defense comes a lot with not only does it come with hustle. I mean, obviously you have to hustle on defense, but it comes with reading the offensive player's eyes and reading where their position with the ball is. It defense comes with a lot of skill too. It's always been a really big hustle game, but I think if you really want to become a good defender nowadays, you need to know how to play defense, and it comes with a lot of experience, everything like that. And if there's another thing I want to improve on, it's defense. So I've really been trying to become open minded about that.
Do you enjoy do you enjoy having the ball in your hands when the game gets tight?
I love it. If I love having the ball in my hands when the game's on the line. It feels like I know that I can make the right play. I know that if my shot goes up, I'm really comfortable with hitting it. And if I drive the lane and I see somebody open, I'm confident that I'll be able to pass it to them and set them up for a shot. I, if there's any time where the game's tight or anything like that, I want the ball in my hands because whether it's shooting a shot and making it, driving it to the lane, finishing, passing it to an open teammate or anything like that, I feel like I'm capable of doing those things. So I would like for it to be in my hand, and I'm comfortable with it being in my hand.
So where does that confidence come from?
Just all the reps I put in, man. Just keeping my nose down and working hard. It feels like with all this work and going out in the games and showing that I'm capable of doing the things I'm working on has really helped me with my confidence over the years. So it's always been a big thing.
How important is it becoming a player who impacts the game even when your shot isn't falling?
It's very important to me. Uh, that's another thing I would like to improve on. There's because I would like to become more than just a shooter. And shooters, if your shot's not going in, it hurts a little bit. But at the same time, I can go out there, I can get rebounds, I can block shots, I can get steals, I can get assists. There's so many other things I can do rather than just scoring the basketball to impact the game.
Yeah, we were speaking before we come on, and you were talking about rebounding the ball, like how you were trying to get better. You felt like you got better this summer. So, like, what's helped you like become a better rebounder?
Just being pushed so hard by my family, like going back to them, they've always been there for me. And on the games that I don't have as many rebounds as they want me to have, they'll tell me straight up that Jackson, you need to be hustling harder. Jackson, you need to be boxing out more. You need to be crashing the boards more. Uh, they've always pointed out every time I take plays off. So
What do you want your identity to be defensively?
I want to be a I want to be a dog out there, man. I've always wanted to be a dog. If there's anything that I want to impose into the other team, it's that if they're guarding me and I'm guarding them, that I'll be able to score the ball more than you'll be able to score the ball. That's always been a big thing with me.
Nice. So, basketball isn't always going to go your way. What's been one of the biggest challenges you've had to overcome so far?
I'd say just staying mentally tough, man. It's basketball's a much bigger mental game than people give it credit for, and going out there some days it can be difficult or anything like that. But I've always just tried to keep my head screwed on straight so I can go out there and always be the best version of myself, whether I'm hitting or not.
Was there ever a moment like you struggled with confidence? And then if so, how'd you work through it?
Yeah, moments like that come sometimes, but the thing is, you just need to forget it happened. You need to get over it. If I go out there and I miss 10 shots in a row, I know that my teammates are going to tell me to keep shooting, so I might as well keep shooting. And so, yeah,
How do you respond when a coach gets on you or tells you something you might not necessarily want to hear?
I'll soak it all in, man, because I know that even if it may upset me in the moment, that in the long run it'll end up helping me because they wouldn't tell me if they didn't mean it. They wouldn't tell me if they didn't truly believe that it would be able to help me.
Social media has made rankings, offers, and highlights more visible than ever. How do you avoid getting caught up in comparing yourself or your journey to someone else's?
Uh, my parents have always told me that anytime, like that Bluegrass Rivals website and stuff like that, that's really nothing, man. It's hard looking on there and seeing people put you down or compare you to someone else or say things about you that you may not want to hear. It's always hard to see, but I've my parents have always driven me to just let my own game do the talk and not let other people judge me for who I am.
Just run your own race, man. You give 10% to somebody else's, you're not going to give yourself 100%.
Yeah,
What motivates you when you wake up on a day where you really don't feel like working?
I know that it's going to help me in the long run. That's the thing. Even if I wake up and I don't want to go to the gym or anything like that, I'll really just sit there and think to myself. And if I don't go work out, if I end up not working out, I always end up regretting it because there's always somebody out there that's working, and if I'm not constantly in that gym or constantly in there getting them shots up or constantly in there doing my ball handling stuff, I know that somebody's going to pass me up, and I don't want that to happen.
There's already a lot of attention surrounding Kentucky's 2029 class. What do you think about the talent in that class?
I feel like we're a very talented class because I feel like since I've been young, there's always been really good competition. Like one of my best friends, Lucas Howard, he plays at Floyd Central. He's a center. He's a monster, man. I played middle school ball with him, and he is my best friend still to this day. He's a monster. You got players on Pikeville like Nolan Hall, yeah, and Zane Varney. He can jump out of the gym, man. And Nolan, he's a great point guard. You got Graham Schutz, as I said, he's a very smart basketball player. He he'll become really good here in the near future. There's so many players in my class. I can't really get them all out at once, man. That Owen Bowman kid, he's good.
Are they letting Are they letting Lucas Howard play a little bit on the wing? I remember when I was there, like they had him in a post. I don't know. Are they letting him kind of develop on the wing?
That's what he's been telling me. He's been trying his best, and the coaches have been trying their best to help him extend his game out further from the paint. And I'm pretty confident that he'll be able to do it because he's always been through battles and stuff like that. And I know Lucas, he'll be able to get through it.
Yeah, man. It just seems like if you're 6'4" or taller in Eastern Kentucky, man, it seems like you're down in the block and you're gonna have to be there because size is just so limited out there. I just at the next level, I'd like to see him be able to, extend out on the wing a little bit. So I haven't got a chance to see any film on him from last year, but yeah, I hope that happens. Man, do rankings motivate you, or do you just try to block all that stuff out?
I try to block all that stuff out because at the end of the day, I'm just a kid from the hills of Eastern Kentucky. It's not like I'm going to be as blown up and recognized as some of these inner city kids. So I know that those rankings aren't fully true because they apply to other kids in my area too. Like there's some hoopers around here, man, that just don't get any attention. So I'm pretty confident that that'll apply to me too in some way, shape, or form. So if I see somebody that's ranked higher than me that I feel like shouldn't be, I I just drown it out and say good riddance to them.
So has there been anybody in the 29 class that you went up against and it's brought the best out of you?
It's brought the best out of me. Yet again, Lucas Howard, he really has been my best friend for longer than I can remember, and me and him have always stayed out there, play on one and stuff like that. And I haven't got to play against him yet in a game. I wasn't eligible when they played Floyd Central last year at Betsy Lane. So I'm really looking forward to playing him this year. It's going to be a good matchup. I know he's good, and I know I'm good, and I know both of our teams are amazing teams. So it's going to be a good game. And Lucas has always pushed me since day one.
What do you believe separates your game from the other guards in the 29 class?
I feel like my size mixed with a leaping ability and a jump shot really helps me because I'm able to knock down threes at a constant rate. Like if I'm open, I'm confident that I'll be able to make the shot. But at the same time, if they're up guarding me, I'm also confident that I'll be able to blow by and finish over a defender.
When someone watches Jaxon Johnson for the first time, what's the one thing you want them to walk away saying about you?
That he's a complete player. I want people to know that I am a full, complete player. I want people to watch me play and see me hit a few threes and at the same time see me throw some nice passes to my teammates and get them shots and make the right play. I want people to watch me go out there and make the right plays and be a high IQ basketball player because that's always been the most important thing to me.
So let's hop into recruiting. You still have plenty of time before recruiting really heats up. Have you started thinking about playing college basketball?
I have. I definitely have. And it's going to be a long journey of work and everything like that. But at the same time, I really want to play college basketball because as much as I want to make it to the NBA, and I'm going to keep pushing to make it to the NBA because no matter what happens, that's always going to be the number one goal. But at the end of the day, if I don't make it all the way, getting a college scholarship and getting a good job, a stable job when I'm older will really help me. So I'm just trying to keep my grades up and try to be the best basketball player that I can be.
I think you just answered that, but what level do you ultimately believe you can reach?
I feel like I could reach the Division 1 level if I work hard enough, but as long as it's a college scholarship for me, I'll uh, I'll accept it just because I want to better my future. I want to be the best version of myself, and I know that being able to get a college scholarship and stuff like that and get a degree will really help me.
When the recruiting process does start picking up, what are you going to value the most in a college?
I want to value me being treated with equality. I want to be able to go out there and say that I was given the same chance as all the other players on the floor. Uh, because if I'm out there and they're giving me all the opportunities in the world and I'm just not converting, I'll be perfectly okay with it. But I've always wanted to just be treated with equality and looked at as the same person as everybody else on the court.
How important will the relationship with the coaching staff be compared to the name on the front of the jersey?
It's very important. If you want to be a good team, you have to have a good connection with your coach and you have to trust that your coach will always make the right decisions. And I feel like my coach, Nathan Martin, this year, he just got hired and he's a new coach at Betsy Lane, but he's really been a big motivator for me. And he knows the game of basketball. He's a smart guy. He's a good guy. I know that he's always going to push me in the right direction. So it's always been a huge thing with me. I feel like if you want to be successful, you need to have some trust in your coach
If a college coach called me tomorrow and asked, "Why should I recruit Jaxon Johnson?" what would you want me to tell him?
because he's a hard worker. That's what I want to say. And I feel like even if I'm not hitting or I'm out there just making stupid plays or anything like that, no matter what happens, I'm going to stay in that gym and always be honing my craft to be the best version of myself.
So let's look ahead. What are your biggest individual goals this season?
To win as many games as possible. Last year we were a little shorthanded, but that's just because we were young. We had a lot of freshmen on our team. We started 4 freshmen last year, actually. Uh, and coming off the bench were a few eighth graders and stuff like that. We were really young. And this year, I want to go out there and show that we can beat the teams that we lost to last year
What are the expectations for Betsy Lane this year?
to prove that we're worthy. I want to go out there and show people that we're more than they give us credit for because we are. We have the capabilities of being a very good team, and I want to show that to people.
What part of your game do you want people to see a major difference by the end of the season?
Playmaking. Uh, by the end of the year, I want people to see that I'm able to make good passes and make the right reads while handling the basketball at a high level.
Where do you want Jaxon Johnson to be at a year from now?
I want Jaxon Johnson to hopefully be setting up his teammates, be a respected player, and add a few points per game onto my list, add rebounding onto my list a lot. I just want to be a complete player, and I feel like if I keep working at the pace that I am right now, that I'm capable of doing it.
Let's finish with some rapid fire questions, and you don't overthink these. Your favorite NBA player,
LeBron James,
favorite college basketball player or program to watch,
University of Kentucky, Trenton.
best player you've ever played against,
mm, Braxton Keithley,
best favorite basketball shoe. Let's go with that.
favorite basketball shoe, Kobe fives.
Everybody goes with that answer, man. That's the ultimate answer, I guess.
It's either
Game
them
winning
or Wave White tens.
game winning three or game winning dunk.
Game winning dunk.
30 points or 15 assists.
15 assists. You say 30 points way too often nowadays.
Home game or road game.
Road game.
Best shooter you've ever played with.
Uh, Dylan Boyd.
Nice. He could shoot it. Toughest defender you faced.
Mm, that's a good one, man. Chris Briggs, one of my teammates I played with. He was handsy, man.
One song you're playing before a big game.
Mm, I'd say any little baby song or maybe even a little country song.
One word describes Jaxon Johnson on the basketball court.
Tough.
Jackson, I like finish these combos with giving you the floor. 5 years from now, when people look back at your high school career and your journey, what do you hope they say about Jackson Johnson?
I hope that they can say that no matter what happened to him or no matter what he went through mentally or anything like that, that he always pushed himself to be good and never gave up.
Jackson, man, I really appreciate you coming on. I'm looking forward to following your development, seeing where it goes. Also helping you, reach your dreams with college. And before we get out of here, I want everybody listening to know there's several ways you can support Pure Prospects and what we're building for student athletes. You can make sure to subscribe to here on Pure Prospects Substack. This is where we're always going to bring you rankings, recruiting news, player vows, exclusive articles, podcasts, recruiting education, and more. Your subscription directly helps us continue creating opportunities and exposure for student athletes. You can also support us by grabbing a Pure Prospects t-shirt. Represent Pure Prospects while helping us continue to growing the platform and expanding the coverage while we provide athletes. You can also join the Pure Prospects roster. And for the players and parents watching, if you're serious about getting more exposure and having somebody in your corner during the recruiting process, reach out about joining the Pure Prospects roster. We currently offer 4 different recruiting and exposure packages so families can choose the level of support that works best for them. The goal is simple: help student athletes get seen, understand the recruiting process, and find opportunities to play at the next level. If you're interested, reach out to Pure Prospects and ask about our 4 available packages. Everybody watching, remember the name Jaxon Johnson, 2029, 6'3" guard, Betsy Lane High School.
Thanks for
Continue
having me,
following
Tim.
his journey. Yes, sir. How can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram. Uh, you can find me on TikTok. I posted a lot on TikTok. I post way more than I should on TikTok, and you'll find me sometimes on Facebook.
What about X, man? I think you should be utilizing X a whole lot more.
No, it's just it's a platform I've never used, but I'll definitely jump onto that.
Well, man, get with me one day, dude. I'll help you with all that, man. That's where the coaches live for recruiting. No joke.
Yeah, that'd be an honor, man. That'd be an honor. I need as much exposure as I can get.
Yeah, we definitely have to get that in. I really do recommend that to everybody I work with. Like X is the platform. That's the platform. Then Instagram. I always tell everybody X is for coaches, Instagram is for the kids, Facebook's for the parents, TikTok's for everybody. But yeah. But guys, continue to follow his journey. He's gonna be at Betsy Lane, and make sure you're following Pure Prospects for more player interviews, recruiting coverage, rankings and evaluations, and conversations with college coaches. Tomorrow night we have Gavin Root of Center College. Super excited to have him at 9 o'clock. Uh, Going to be a great podcast. We're going to have A.W. Hamilton of EKU, I think, next week. So college coaches are going to be in here. We're going to be asking them what they want, what they're looking for when they're recruiting. So you're knowledgeable about what college coaches are looking for when they are recruiting. I'm Cody Thomas, and this has been another episode of the Pure Prospects Podcast. Subscribe, support, and get seen. We'll see you on the next one. Man, thank you so much for joining me, dude.
Thank you, man. It's been an honor.
Yeah, let's get on that X maybe tomorrow.
I'll figure it out.
All
Talk
right,
me
see
through it.
you. I will. I'll get you through it. I'll reach out to your dad as well.
Thank you.
See ya.